Okay. What does good customer service mean to you in your everyday experiences?
Good customer service is something I feel the customer needs to be satisfied, but not to the extent of losing my sanity. I've been in situations where I have done everything I can to please customers and it's not worked. And it can be crazy at times, but really customer service is a way of providing the best experience you can for a customer and ensuring that they walk away satisfied with whatever you're selling, the product or just your interaction.
Okay. Can you describe a recent positive customer service experience?
Sure. So one of the parts of my job is phone calls, and I had a phone call last week that I look at many accounts, and there was a student that was just not understanding why there was a certain charge on his account. So I went over all of the charges and explained in as best detail as I could to him that this was a necessary charge, one that's required by my employer to be put on the account because of how many credit hours he was in on campus, and that it wasn't just him, that it was every student. And he was never upset, he never impatient, but just he wanted me to explain thoroughly what a certain charge was. And it wasn't a long phone call, maybe 3 minutes, but just afterwards he was very appreciative that I helped him out in the best way that I could.
What frustrates you most about poor customer service?
Well, I think what frustrates me is when people start to lose their patience quickly, especially if it's someone that's in a veteran role. If they've done it for a while, they know how to respond to customers. Now, if you have somebody that is new, for example, that hasn't dealt with many customers before, with the way things can be, people will get impatient because they want something right away. It's the instant gratification. I think not only do customers want that, but the people working want that as well. So it's got to be a give and take. But I mean, it's frustrating when you see somebody that just is not friendly or supportive in their job, because that is essentially what they're being paid to do. And then them not doing it, to me, you need to find a new job.
If you could change one thing about how companies handle customer service interactions, how would it be? Or what would it be? Sorry.
I think changing the phrase "the customer is always right," because that tends to it's not the customer's fault that they are considered always right. It's the company's fault for putting them as the right person, because anybody that's a customer is going to always feel that way everywhere. And I think there's a sense of entitlement. And so they are going to get more and more obnoxious because they are always right. So I think if a company will just maybe change their slogan from "the customer is always right" to "we will do our best to serve you." I think that's what I would do. If companies can be more of servitude instead of giving somebody everything they want exactly when they want.
That's all I have for you.
Okay.